Verzuz.
Yeah, let's get that.
Yeah,
the quote unquote Verzuz. It wasn't a Verzuz. It was a tiny desk.
It was 100. You know what? You tweeted that, and I didn't see your tweet until after I tweeted mine because I said the same shit. I said the same shit. It was literally a tiny disc.
Yes.
Versus friends,
and we said that we was like, how is that going to work?
Yeah.
And it was pretty much a D'Angelo concert, which I'm not knocking. I'm not even knocking.
That was great. Yeah, my man came out in the full mink chinchilla, like
with the big hat. Like, I mean, D'Angelo always been a fly cat, man. And I think and one thing I always admired about him and his artistry, he always marched to the beat of his own drum. He never let anybody kind of dictate to him what he was going to do, because he could have easily been, after the Voodoo album, he could have been, whoever. Like, he could have been that guy because, how big the Untitled video was and how it impacted the culture and how, that was crazy, right? He took 14 years off.
Hey, man. You know what I was thinking before this Verzuz?
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is maybe my memory is just bad.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually seen D'Angelo since the How Does It Feel video. Like,
well, I mean, think about it like this: when he dropped the Black Messiah album, he didn't have like any. If he had visuals or anything, I don't recall him being in it.
Right? Yeah, like I don't remember any press run. None
like
of
this what happened with the Black Messiah album. It was rumors and industry rumblings about a D'Angelo album possibly coming, and then just like most albums of that day. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. Enjoy it.
Right.
And he 3 for 3 for me, so I don't know.
Listen, I'm not mad at that. It's like the Verzuz. I feel weird calling it a Verzuz. It was him. It was the him. It was fire. Yeah. Let's get that out the way first. Yeah. It was fire. It was a whole vibe. The actual friends that did come out, I saw Method and Redman's turn up. I saw her. Now I did fall asleep toward the end. Did anybody else come out?
No, it was just Method Man, Redman, and her.
Right, which I could see her. I was not expecting Method Man or Redman to come out. I was not expecting.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting any rappers.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting any.
So that was dope as hell. I really enjoyed it. It was
enjoyable. It was a vibe. I don't, this is not something you can rank and say, oh, it's the best versus ever. If you want to, that's fine. But it's not a versus. It was a celebration of one artist.
It was a jam. It was a jam session. Honestly,
and that's what it was. And the DJ Scratch.
Listen. First of all, shout out to DJ Scratch. We got a master class of what DJing is. Yeah. Like my man's had the vibe setting. The way that he went back and forth between decades, between genres of music, fire, seamlessly, being able to just scratch records and do different things. He was scratching and doing like nursery rhymes, like the tunes, that was hard. Yeah, that was fire. Shout out to DJ Scratch.
Yeah, man. But shout out, and then that whole Verzuz was a vibe, and then I wasn't, and none of the people that came out as friends, I wasn't expecting to see any of them. Mm-hmm. I wasn't expecting to see any of those people. And her was very surprising, but once I knew that she was there, obviously as a guest, I knew what type of time it was. So I was like, okay, I didn't expect them to do Part of Me, but I knew that she was there for the Nothing Even Matters duet. Yeah, I figured that because people have compared those two songs so much, and I was just like,
yeah, man.
But no, it was a great release. Don't get me wrong. I just kind of knew, like, it wasn't like I was like when hers here, I was like, okay, she's gonna do Lauren's part, and I wasn't expecting to see Lauren by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, I was hoping, but I don't know. A man can just.
She can't make it to her own thing, let alone.
That's real. Now, seeing that this Verzuz is done, right? Yeah. And it was just a jam session with D'Angelo with a couple guests. Mm-hmm. Do you see any other artists being able to pull this off the way he did?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they are. I just can't think of them right now. But I mean, yeah, if that's the route they're going to start taking. But it's not Verzuz.
Right? Yeah, you have to change. You have to make it an extension of Verzuz.
I was about to say this probably would have been better suited as NPR Tiny Desk.
No. I mean, yeah, because essentially that's what it was. Yeah. Like the setup, the piano, the organ,
just off the strength of it being pre-recorded and you get these angles and you get certain things like that. It was still great for what it was.
Yeah. I know I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just interesting. Like when he came out, it was like he said something like a lot of people have been speculating if this was just a solo versus, and it is, and then everybody on social media was like, oh, so we was the friends the whole time.
That was funny.
So yeah, man, shout out to Verzuz. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see who's next. A headline I saw today actually said that D'Angelo was supposed to go against Maxwell, but something happened and it didn't work out. So I don't know. Think my man's backed out?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It's not a sense of like Maxwell being afraid of D'Angelo or something like that. That's nonsense. But just in the sense of he probably just didn't want to fucking do it. Like he just
Okay. I feel that. Honestly, I'm really surprised D'Angelo decided to. But I get it because that would be his type of environment where it's not a bunch of people around.
Mm-hmm.
He can just sit there and do what he does. And the fact that they were able to bring those guests out and D'Angelo didn't know that they were coming because the genuine like shock on his face of seeing them was like I thought that was cool. So again, shout out to Verzuz. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.